Hi guys, it's Angel from Angel Sky TV. I'm just here doing a little video about Moldavite. Moldavite is an asteroid that fell from Russia, about 2 billion, or fell from the sky into Russia, into the Czech, former Czech nation. Um, oh, no, I dropped a piece. Oh, there it is. Okay. Um, ooh, yeah. So, Moldavite is a 2 billion year old asteroid, as I was mentioning. And my reaction I just had there is because I don't particularly enjoy touching Moldavite. I do have a couple of specimens that I'd like to show you. I hope I can get through this alive. It's hard to see here, but it has sort of like a greenish tinge. Oh, it's a terrible shot of it. Um, I'll try one of the other pieces. That's a little bit better. So there's a lot of fake Moldavite on the market. If you're sensitive like I am, you'll know the difference as soon as you touch it. There's a nice, there you can kind of see the green. It's very glassy. And so I mean, I'm going to be doing a class on this spring, late spring, on Moldavite, just on Moldavite, because there are so many things about Moldavite. It's incredible. I just want to share my experience with it. So this is the only piece I owned for a number of years. I got this little piece down at Little Mysteries, downtown Halifax, when they were opened years ago, so probably 15 or more years ago. And I got it. I had heard that it was really good for astral travel, and I think that's why I got it, was for astral travel, or for dream work as well. So I bought it for that purpose, and I tried to use it, and I felt nauseous immediately. As soon as I touched it, I just get this nauseating feeling that comes over my head, and it goes into my stomach. Just disgusting. It's a disgusting feeling. So I kept it sealed in a Ziploc bag, a little baggie, for about 15 years. I have, never used it, never touched it, didn't care for it, nothing. And I see people walking around wearing it as a necklace, and I'm just like, are they nuts? Like, oh my gosh. So never wanted to work with it. I ended up because I used to be a reader at Little Mysteries as a guest reader, and I used to, or I bought the end of their stock when they closed. I opened my store, so I ended up with these 3 chunks of Moldavite, okay? And I was like, okay, I'll sell those as fast as I can. But as time went on, I decided I didn't want to sell them. I wanted to keep them. And I didn't know why, because I had them sealed in a Ziploc bag. And currently I carry those 4 pieces in my medicine pouch. And I carry them with me every day, but I don't take them out. Again, because I just, like right now, I'm just kind of, I'm sorry if I went from being really clear to being like, ugh. But that's how it makes me feel. It totally makes me feel, yeah, just kind of weird. And I'm holding on to my celestial to sort of ground me in this whole experience of talking about Moldavite. Long story short, I decided I wanted to combat this feeling that I get with Moldavite. And I was working on a painting, and I didn't know where to take the painting, the direction. It's a recent painting I just posted on my Facebook page. It sold to the Mental Health Foundation for a fundraiser. I donated it to them. And I channeled the 72 angels of angelology into the painting. And I worked with the Tree of Life. Beautiful painting. It's actually one of my favorite paintings I've ever done. And so I worked with Moldavite to create that painting. I had a sort of idea of what I wanted to do with the painting, And then I was kind of stuck one day, and I swear I heard the Moldavite that I had locked in a Ziploc bag, in a box, in another box, in another box, under the counter saying, I'll help. That's what I heard. It was just me, and I was by myself in the store, and I had to get this painting done. I had a deadline, and I didn't have time. And anyways, long story short, I grabbed the Moldavite, the 3 pieces, the 3 big chunks that were here with me, and I stuffed them in my bra, and I almost passed out. Immediately almost passed out. I started getting a flood of messages from the stone, or asteroid, whatever you want to call it, to take my shoes off, to take all my jewelry off, every piece of jewelry. I thought I'd take it off. Nope, there's still another one. Like, I was getting these very clear messages, and they were like direct, very direct, like no shoes, bare feet, da 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 da. And then the next thing I know, I sort of wake up, and I've painted almost this entire painting, total different direction than I had even planned. Don't remember whatsoever the process at all of painting it. It was very strange. So the Tree of Life I did, and they ended up turning into all of the 10 Sephiroths became almost like moons or orbs. So after this painting had, passed, and I donated it off to the Mental Health Foundation, I, started to be like, what was that? What happened to me? And I started looking up, about Moldavite, and I learned that it's thought of to, one of the theories is that it's actually a piece of the moon, which really, I connected with that immediately, because I'd never ever heard that about Moldavite. And then all of a sudden I paint 10 moons on my painting, don't remember painting them, and there's one piece here that if you look at it, it almost looks like the moon. I mean, I wish you could see that, but there's a little, like, it looks like the surface of the moon. Anyways, you can't really see it. I apologize, but yeah, so is it the moon? I don't know. Is it an asteroid? I don't know. It's definitely an asteroid. But it's also known to be the Holy Grail, or thought of to be the Holy Grail, because of the glass-like quality it has, and that it fell from the sky, So a lot of people use Moldavite to enhance their psychic abilities, to, be able to be more psychic, to hear more messages, to connect with also ET beings or other worldly beings as well. That's another sort of function or reason people wear it. Some people don't have the same, like, everybody has a different reaction to it, but I have heard the nausea feeling with a lot of people. I've also heard people get rashes when they put it on their skin. I know my brother, I put it on his hand a long time ago, this little piece, and he's like the least sensitive person on earth, my baby brother. Hi, John. He's very, he doesn't believe in any of this type of thing. He thinks that I'm absolutely nuts. So yeah, I put it on his, and I did notice a red circle form around the stone. He didn't admit to it, so I can't prove it. And that was a long, long time ago, so he probably doesn't remember, and he's probably going to think that I made that whole story up, because that's just my brother. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. So Moldavite today, for example, I was going to do this celestial quartz video, and I was looking for my smaller piece in my purse, and I heard the Moldavite wanted me to do a video with celestial and it, and I was like, why would I do that? Then when I was just looking up out of my book of stones, I was looking up celestials in here just to make sure I didn't leave anything out. And one of the things it says in the book is smoky celestial quartz can be combined with Moldavite for mutual enhancement of their powers of transformation. I had never even thought to put the two together, but Moldavite, which was in my purse and I carry it with me and I don't really pay any attention to it again, like it's not something I really like the celestial where I'm like, hi, every day or whatever. I don't really do that with Moldavite, but it was like, hey, I want to like work with celestial. I want to it was just a clear message, and I mean, didn't sound exactly like that. I don't know how to sort of transcribe the way I get a message, but anyways, very, very interesting. So now, I'm talking about both of them in tandem, one after the other, which wasn't my intention at all. I just wanted to do a video on celestials because that's a stone I'm really drawn to right now. And one of the things that I guess I've noticed about working with all stones is that they pick you, and Moldavite is no different. When they want to work with a person, they'll pick them. A lot of people think, they pick the stones that they're working with. And I would argue no. The stones know who they want to work with, why they want to work with them. And it sounds strange because they're just rocks, but if you really do tune into the messages of stones, and open yourself up to that being a possibility, you'll notice more and more of these types of strange occurrences that happen with stones. At least I have noticed. And in my crystal class, I have gathered people that are probably, similar to my brother, just not really believers, not really, open to receiving messages, don't think they can receive messages. And the messages that they get in the crystal class that I teach is crazy. Like, I'm even blown away. Only because we do a blind test. So I just put the crystals in people's hands. They don't know what they are. And then, I ask them to receive the messages. They write them down, and then we come back as a group. And it's incredible how accurate the messages can be, or messages are. So that's my message for you today. So this is Moldavite. We don't have any in stock right now. I'm a little wary about bringing it in just because it is really a stone that creates accelerated transformation, and sometimes that can be a little bit dangerous for people that aren't ready for that. So I try to keep it to people that I know can work with it. It's not something you want to play with. You have to kind of be really grounded to work with it. I know a lot of people that aren't grounded that work with it, and I don't think it's very beneficial for them. I'm sure they like the feeling they get from it, but at the same time, it's a very powerful stone, so I just err on the side of caution. But everybody, again, is different, so the stone, asteroid, whatever you want to call it, will work with the person differently. It's another thing to consider. So that is it for today. Thank you for listening, and have a good day.